Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to March's Breakfast Club. Let's see who's joined us already this morning. Good morning, Amira and Grandma Gloria in New York. Hello, Kathy in Florida. Hi, Tommy and the Six Pack over in San Luis. Good morning, Sharon over in Apple Valley. Good morning, Mom. Hi, Gracie. Hi, Christy. Good morning, Cranstons. I hope you guys are doing well. Good morning, Ann and Marty. So Ann's down in Bakersfield doing some sewing with Marty this weekend. Good morning, Ruth and Visalia. See who else? Oh, and Cindy, part of the Six Pack. Good morning. Is this the coolest shirt or what? This is the Painted Roses from Tula Pink. It is one of the newer shirts in my collection from Irene. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Leanie. Good morning, Cronny. Hello, Mary. All right, so we have quite a few fun things to do. We are, you should have received your package. This is how crazy the shipping is. So, Gloria lives in New York. Gloria got her package several days ago. Everybody's package that ordered Breakfast Club was shipped on the 11th. Okay. Joy in Taft, which is 45 minutes from here, you guys, 45 minutes away from here. She still hasn't gotten it. It's in transit and it's in Los Angeles. So go figure why that is. So, Joy, I know that you will get it in the next day or two. So good morning. Let's see, Tracy. But so this is your Breakfast Club package. Those of you that didn't get it, I am sorry, we sold out. I've been talking about this one for several weeks, talked about it on our sale. Oh, let's say good morning, Suzanne up in Galt. Good morning, Diana, and the group over in Ridgecrest, which is Karen, Terry, Norma. So good morning. Hello, Donna. Oh, Donna's over enjoying the coast in Pismo. Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Gloria up in Martinez. Good morning, Marilyn. So Tracy and Karen, you guys are all on, I'm sure, at some point on there. Good morning, Linda Sue. Good morning, Marvell. Hello, Pat. All right, so we sold out of Breakfast Club, and I was talking, I think on our sale we had on Wednesday, this has to be in the top 3 of my favorite over the last 5 years. It might even be the top 2. We have big plans for this project at the end of the year. So good morning, Vivian. Hello, Joanna. Good morning, Debbie. So we'll talk about my shirt one more time. So as you guys know, those of you that are new joining us, it started with a shirt for my birthday, and now I'm going to have an entire new wardrobe by the end of the year, courtesy of Irene. This is Tula Pink's Painted Roses. It came in 3 colors. One color washed me out. I didn't want the other color because I already have a few things made out of that. So this was the one, and I love it. So I the shirts are just amazing, and I have a really big surprise one for you guys next time. Good morning, Linda. Long time. Oh, Tracy is driving somewhere to go camping for the week. I keep forgetting a lot of places are starting spring break either this coming week or over the next couple weeks. I know that Bakersfield is a little bit later this year. I know my brother-in-law will be off here soon. My nephew will be off of school. I know Patsy and her grandkids are heading out for a trip during that. So all of that will be fun. Good morning, Janice. All right, so Breakfast Club did sell out this month, so I do apologize for those of you that didn't get it, but just make sure you don't waste any time signing up for next month if you're not already part of our subscription and monthly already for that. We have show and tell, so those of you that are new, we do a show and tell. We've got a great show and tell this time. Some new products. We'll talk again about Tipsy Tuesday. And then we're going to talk too about a project that we did and how easy it is to switch it out into different fabrics. So we will go there. So good morning, Susan. Hello, Vin. Long time no see. Anyway, so let's go ahead and just dive in to show and tell. Alrighty, so our March show and tell is pretty full. I'm going to start with my own show and tell. I taught my first in person in the shop embroidery class. It was for the Twisted Totes. So this is just a few pictures. This was a bag. It still needed the lining in this picture but that's Kathy Koga using it as a crown. There's Donna up in Fresno's project. There's Lois and Helen. Let's see, Clovis and Reedley. Oops. I thought I had another picture in there, but I guess I don't. So that was that. So we'll dive in. So here's Margie Williams. She's been making a ton of the little notebook covers. So it says start each day with a grateful heart. So she has made tons of those, I'm sure, for friends and family. Beautiful quilt that she finished up. Nice outside show and tell. And there's another great patchwork quilt. Gina got this project finished up. Kathy in Florida did this project, embroidery machine. So that is absolutely beautiful, Kathy. And Kathy, I'm very proud of you. You did what we said on the clear blue tiles, the way you quilted it, and it turned out fantastic. And I hope that you guys are happy with that project and the way that it turned out. All right, my mom, Sherry, she has been busy. So here are some of her little Bench Buddy pillows that she uses to decorate throughout the year. She wrapped up some other projects that she had. She used Kimberbell embroidery design and made these great carrots. She finished up. This was one of the Riley Blake Pillow of the Months from last year, so she's been getting those wrapped up and quilted. There is the heart one. This is one of my favorites of the whole season. There is her St. Patrick's Day one. And then this was Breakfast Club from last month. She chose to quilt it with clovers instead of putting the applique on because she'll put it on a table that has a lamp on it. So it would have been covered anyways. This was our December project, so the tote bag. Wait till you see another picture down the road of these tote bags. So that was our December Breakfast Club, cork bottom, cork handles, cork tabs, and are just a really fun and fast method to make a great tote bag or purse. She finished up her January Breakfast Club. All right, Gloria up in Martinez. So she's been embroidering, and this is like a birth announcement. So it has the weight, the inches, birth date, the name, says Little Cowboy. So a great way to embroider something, frame it, and give it as a gift. She's been doing hanging tea towels. And then she did another one of the birth announcements as a gift. So those are, once again, really great, fun things that you can personalize for family and friends. All right, Laura, she has been busy and she's enjoying retirement. So she is getting lots and lots of projects done. Another quilt she got finished and bound. See, she's already ready for Christmas, and so the previous one had snowmen on it. Here's another one. So she's already ready for the holidays. I don't remember the name of this pattern. I think it was called Picture This, but I love it. It's just full of bright colors, and it looks like shadow boxes. Tracy up in Oregon, so she's been busy. So here's her coffee quilt. Look at all those tote bags that she made from our December Breakfast Club pattern. So there's the original one over there on the middle right. That is with some great sewing comic fabric that I know she got from us. But these are very personalized. So either she wears a different one, uses a different one every few days, like I am now wearing new shirts, or she's giving them away as gifts. But great job. We love when we see our patterns being used over and over. Here's a full-size picture of her coffee quilt. She did the fabric confetti mug rugs. So those are the holiday mug rugs. So she's ready to use them for every season. And then here is the fruit mug rugs. These were really fun. You are very sweet. You are such a peach. You are one in a melon. So really fun little sayings on those. Another quilt that she finished up. And then a t-shirt quilt, if I remember correctly, this is for her son who is either graduating or graduated last year. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. But there is a memory quilt there. And then she also finished up her pillow. So this was Marissa's idea, as you guys remember, and we did it in the grays. We offered it as an option in red, but it is something that doesn't have to be used just for Valentine's Day. So that's why we did it in the gray. She's got it there in her bookcase, and it looks great. Amy sewed a Ukrainian, a support of Ukraine. There was a pattern that she found online, and so she did that. We got that all done and quilted. So see, even Amy can quilt. So those of you that says she can't or says, does she even? Yes, she does. Tommy, part of the Six Pack in San Luis, she took our pattern, did not put the points on it, and then this was the pattern from last month, so she just made the center, added in her own Easter basket and Easter eggs, and made an Easter table topper. So great idea. Once again, I love that you guys use the patterns over and over. And then this was a project she finished up. She says as she was cleaning out, it was an older UFO, and she got it all done, quilted and bound. Tommy, I love that you do the scrappy bindings. I don't know if you guys noticed here, but on her Easter egg, her Easter one, she added a little just another color there. So it's always fun to see bindings that give it a little different interest. And this scrappy binding on here, I love too. Christy finished up her My Punny Valentine projects. And then that was the apron. She finished up this project, so she got a picture of it. So this project was from our embroidery retreat last, I don't know, July, August. It was our first in-person that we ever did since everything kind of shut down. So that was a great design there. She finished up her Posh Bunny. And then she also finished up her table topper from last month. All right, Marvell finished up her table topper, and then she said she had enough scraps left over to make the shamrocks that are down here. She just added some stuff from her stash, so it was a twofold project. So I always love to see what Marvell creates. Sharon has been really busy. So this is a sparkle pillow, so she made another version of it. This was a table runner virtual class that we did mid last year. So that has got all three-dimensional flowers on it. It is very Mackenzie Childs looking to me. And then in there is also a three-dimensional lace butterfly. So I just love the extra little touches. Then there is a lace doily with the bees on it. Some more fabric confetti projects that she worked on. And then she did, these are the round kind of bamboo-y, I don't know if that's the word, but bamboo-y feeling placemats that you can get. And we did instructions on how to embroider on those. And so there is her version of that. Her spring is in the air banner. Another table topper. I'm telling you, she keeps busy. Another little wall hanging. Friends are the flowers in the garden of life. And then Sandy Gong finished up this adorable gnome quilt. And that is going to wrap up our show and tell for this month. I just wanted to jump on here and just see some new people. Good morning, Becky. Hello, Misty. Hi, Jackie. So as a reminder, for those of you that are joining in, we have new people that join in every month. You have the option to purchase a Breakfast Club kit on the website. Our March is completely sold out, so if you missed out, I'm sorry about that. We don't sell the patterns. It is an exclusive Breakfast Club thing. Also, anybody can submit pictures, whether you purchase a Breakfast Club or not, to our show and tell. We love to see what you're working on. People really do love to get inspired by what others are doing. So photos at thimbletown.com is where you guys can send those in. So we will be doing a drawing here. So somebody's going to win a $20 gift certificate for submitting their show and tell. So we'll draw that here in just a little bit. Amy and Irene will do that. So behind me is the crossed purposes quilt. So this is a quilt that we showed a little sneak peek of when we were off site doing a live sale from the warehouse at Batik Textiles. And it was really popular. I know Gloria in New York, it was one of her favorites that we showed that day. I will actually be doing a demo in a couple of weeks on an upcoming Tipsy Tuesday, not this one, probably the following one, actually on the blocks on this. This is really, the majority of this is half square triangles and 4 patches. So it looks a little more intricate than it actually is. So I love when we can find projects that have simple piecing on them, but then give you that real wow factor of how everything crosses. It is a beautiful line of batiks from Batik Textiles. Their great black that we all love so much. So that is the crossed purposes. Speaking about Tipsy Tuesday, as a reminder, we started a new private Facebook group. It is called Tipsy Tuesdays. That is, we actually meet on the second and fourth Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. We will do demos. We're going to talk all about templates this next time, which happens to be Tuesday. So if you'd like to join the group, just go on to Facebook when you get off of here, search Tipsy Tuesday, and you will find it. You just have to put in your name, and then we'll approve you into the group. So definitely do that. It is a lot of fun. We've really enjoyed it so far, what we've done. This will only be our 3rd time getting together. And once again, I'm always going to find fun techniques, new ways to do things. We have a new, I don't think gnomes are ever going to go away. So Sandy did gnomes on her show and tell. We've done gnomes we had a gnome Valentine. So look at how cute this gnome fabric is. So this is an all over gnome. Patsy was extremely influential in the purchasing of this because she loves the gnomes. And once again, when we're looking at fabrics and things like this, I might not have typically bought this, but everybody that has seen it has already loved it. We are going to work on a project for this, but the gnomes are great. Look at this fun border print. So we're working on something using this border print. So if you want it, you better get it. And then if you'll also look here, so there's the gnomes a little bit closer. The other part of these gnomes that I love so much is the support. So when I look at fabric, we always want to look at what the main prints are. We do our best to buy extra of the main print because people want to use it for borders and things like that. It is typically the focus fabric. But I love to look at what the support fabric is because it's as important as the main print, but it can usually go with so many other fabric lines. And let me just give you an example. Look at how great these paisleys are. So these paisleys, you would never know they were part of the gnome. So this is a red and this is like teal, like a teal turquoise color. So anyways, so this paisley is so fantastic. It goes perfect with the line, but when you're looking for other supporting fabric for something that maybe you have in your stash and you're trying to wrap up, those are some of the things that I look at those are some of the things I look at. I'm going to just show you, look how fantastic these dogs are. I love a dot that is more spattered, so that, or spattered, whichever way you want to say it. That way, when you cut it up, it doesn't look directional. So some polka dots that we look at are very directional looking in the way that you cut them. But when it's like this, it doesn't tend to look that way. There's another color. It happens to be at the bottom of the stack. But there is also super cute little gnome mushroom houses. There's daisy flowers. So, anyways, that is on Breakfast Club. I didn't mention this for those of you that are new. On the website, on the online store, we have a tab for Breakfast Club. So when Marissa puts everything in to Breakfast Club, we have, she puts it all in there so that you guys can find everything that we show you or talk about much easier right through there. We only have, so we showed you guys last month. So Riley Blake is doing a table topper of the month. We opted to do it, but we're not doing it as a block of the month where you commit to the whole year. You can pick and choose as you want. So our bunny rabbit is almost gone. There is only a few kits left. So this is the Easter one. Yes, you still have time to get it made for Easter. But let me give you a reminder. So all of these that we'll show you throughout the year, the table toppers will come in a collector's box. And when you slide that open, it is magnetized, which we love. We all love the boxes. You'll open it up. It has full color pattern and then everything that you need to make the quilt. The only thing that you'll have to add is backing and batting. So binding is in there and everything for the quilt top and the pattern. And then it comes in the adorable box. So that was last month's table topper. So the bunnies. And this month is this adorable orange peel. So do I have that in the whole screen? So this is the orange peel. It is so bright and so cheerful. It uses only one fabric from the Riley Blake Basics line in multiple colors. So it is this, it has the little tiny, they look like squares, but they're actually little tiny flowers. So almost like a little tiny daisy flower. One of my favorite Riley Blake Basics. So that one comes in, and our boxes are always different. So this is the box that you'll get this time. So there is multiple, obviously, that you'll get throughout the year if you decide, and we always work several months ahead. So we'll actually start working on like 4th of July and Christmas and all of that way before, so you have plenty of time to make them. But that is a great way to just spruce up your table for spring and even into summer. So with that, which camera am I going to?
Where are you going?
I'm going here. Sorry guys, I was in a different position and I couldn't quite figure out where I was actually looking, so sorry about that. So look at this great quilt. Once again, this number one has a kit, but it has got some of the best supporting fabric. So this is from In the Beginning, and I love In the Beginning fabric. We have stuff from Jason Yenter, so they always just have stuff that is fun and different. So this actually starts as a panel. Those of you that don't want a kit, there are panels that are outside of the kit. So we have extra panels. So you'll see that they're just rectangle. I even think these would be really cute little door hangers or things like that. So you can just quilt them and put a quick binding or envelope them and add it on. But what you'll find here is you've got roses, you've got all over flower, you have polka dot. The flower has kind of this greeny yellow background, or it has this teal background. There is a border print. I don't have, oh, I do have the border print. So it has the border print. The border print has this gingham. I do wish they had made the gingham as a fabric, but they didn't. So the border print has the gingham all the way to this flower on there. And then you'll just see how fun all these bright colors are. Great for table runners, for placemats as you guys decorate and do things for the spring. Here is, that border print. So you guys will see just how fun that border print is. I'm going to talk about border prints probably on Tuesday also during Tipsy Tuesday, but the border print is fantastic. And then probably my most favorite fabric in the line is just the all over patchwork. I love when they do an all over patchwork and you can cut it up and every square is going to look a little bit different based on how it lays out. So it looks like you have much more fabric in a quilt than what you actually do. And you'll notice that those are here. And when you look at the different cornerstones, they all look a little bit different, always obviously keeping with the theme. So that is called Flower Market Quilt. This is actually a template that is in there, and that's what inspired me to talk about templates on Tipsy Tuesday. I'm going to show you some really fast and accurate ways to cut any template that ever shows up in a pattern that you may buy. Pattern is included in here. It is not sold separately. So you can't buy the pattern. It only comes in the kit. So that is going to be Flower Market. The cross purposes that I showed you, as you can see, all of the great colors in there. Obviously the black. The cross purposes has a pattern. So you'll need to get a pattern if you get a kit, or if you want to use your own stash, you can buy the pattern separately. So you have that option on that project. Just checking to see if there's anything I need to answer. Let's see. Good morning, Diane. Hello, Karen in Missouri. Hello, Linda over in Laughlin. Hello, Diane. Hi, Cindy. Hello, Joan. All right. Moving on. Did you guys see the adorable beach quilt? So I like the beach. I go back and forth. Would I rather be in the mountains or at the beach? It's kind of half and half. It used to be, I always would say I would live in the mountains before the beach, but that has changed. This is called Beach Dreams. It says sunshine, shorelines, ocean breeze, salty air, no worries, lazy days, and ocean waves. Really fun. It's got flip-flops on the border. It has, what are those? Starfish. Could not think of it. Has a really fun all over text print. It's in all neutrals. It has sea glass. It has seashells. And it has another starfish that is in a darker background, along with a really fun wave project. So this project has the kit. It has the pattern in it. Everything, including binding, to make it. So that is going to be Beach Dreams. It is actually called Grand Slam is the name of the pattern, so you guys will find that online. Last month, we introduced to you guys the She Who Sews calendar panels. So if you guys remember, we talked about the panel. It's printed on canvas, and it's 2022, but it covers 2022, 23, and 2024. So when you get the panel, you can just get a backing, quilt it, bind it, and then you'll have calendars through the end of 2024. Riley Blake at the time did not have the actual additional panel that you may want to add to it. So it came in, we got one quilted up and ready to go. So the calendar kit actually has backing and binding in it to make all three calendars just like this. So that was the She Who Sews that we showed you last year, or last month, I should say. This is one of the panels that you'll see. So they made 12 panels that you can either put like Velcro on the top, or you want to put snaps or buttons, however you want to attach it. Actually, buttonholes might be really cute to put on here, and then you can just put buttons right on your calendar and you can button it on every month. There's a lot of options in the way you can do it. But just to give you an idea, the panel will come like this, and it is also printed on a heavier weight cotton. It's not as normal. So you'll see here, I'm just going to kind of lift this up as we go. There is one that is themed for each month of the year. I love that Halloween one there at the bottom. So the best thing to do on that is just go ahead and quilt it up. So you can just quilt them up. So as you can see, all quilted up, panel is cut out. So you don't even have to make them all at one time. You guys can just make one each month, but just get it all quilted up is the fastest and easiest way to do it. And then all that we did was envelope it. All right. So we just put a backing on it and then enveloped it. You can top stitch it. Didn't even bother top stitching it. Then you'll have 12 panels that you can switch out for the next 3 years. So I love that Riley Blake thought ahead and made something that we can use for 3 years instead of a calendar that is only used for 1 year. So that is this She Who Sews. I asked Marissa to leave all of that in the Breakfast Club tab, including the fabric, the calendar kits, and then if you remember, we also have the wall hanging. So it's the panel, and then it just has 3 quick borders on it. You guys can make it in probably 2 hours, and then you guys would have a really fun matching wall hanging to put into your sewing room. So that will kind of take us from there. And then we're down to, oh, I have to show you. So the sea turtles are part of that beach line. I actually put this on the back of our sample. So we have all of the fabric here. I mean, look how great that sea glass looks. I just love all of the blues in this project. So you'll have lots of choices for a backing and all of that. Marissa put it on the website how much you need for backing, so that's really easy to go. During our last Tipsy Tuesday, I talked about the swatch quilt. So the swatch quilt uses a jelly roll, and it actually uses 2 for this size. The pattern is from Bear Hug Quilt Works, and it has the sizes on here from crib all the way up to the king size. So ours is a lap size, which is 60 by 78, and then there's enough strips. You'll need 2 strip sets to make that size, and then you'll have enough to do a scrappy binding if you want. So Tommy, that's for you, a scrappy binding. But I wanted to show you, you guys can do, like, here's another set of jelly rolls or strip sets. We have the ones that are the purples and the greens and the creams. We have the city lights. Then we have more of the ones, these have all the animal prints in them from Batik Textiles. So it has the leopard, and it's got some animals, some giraffe, and some geometric. So you guys can take any of your strip sets, whether you get them from us, you have them in your stash, make up a really fun and fast quilt. So that was called Swatch. So Patterns Online, multiple different strip sets. It takes 2 to make this size, and then it would take basically 3 to make the next 2 sizes up, so forth and so on. So really a fun project. These are just one of those things when you want to just sit down and do brainless sewing. Making that block is really no big deal. So I think we'll go ahead and give away our show and tell. Then we're going to talk about our new project. So our show and tell winner, Amy, is
Tracy Ross.
Tracy Ross. So congratulations, Tracy. Amy will email you over a gift certificate. I know I still need to get a laugh or a clapping track video on there. So Tracy will send, Amy will send you out a gift certificate. So thank you for submitting show and tell. Once again, we love to do show and tell. We love when you inspire other people, and you guys often inspire me. So let's take a look at this month's project. Once again, probably okay, really quick. That's a very good question, Susan. These literally came in 2 days ago. So Susan's question is about the panel for the calendar quilt. It is not included in the kit. If you already bought it, we have held one out for you as a first right of refusal. And Amy will be calling you next week, or you can just go right online and buy it. Anybody that has already bought the calendar kit, we did hold out a panel for you. And the ones that are available on the website are left over. So you can go on and buy that, Susan, or Amy will call you next week to do that. So it is not included in this kit because it wasn't available at the time. We got these in Thursday, and I got a hold of Karen and said, can you quilt this up really quick? She enveloped one up, as you guys can see, just so I had one to show you guys this morning. So thank you for that question, and we will get back to you. All right, so I really hope you guys didn't open this. Now, I will say, if I know those of you that open things early, our request is that you guys always, if you do open them, don't ever share them. Don't ruin the fun. The majority of you let me open it, go through everything on it, and it is a true surprise each month. I'm just gonna grab this. Not in the camera, is it? Okay, you guys didn't see it. I can't see where, oh, yeah, it is. All right, so we're going to start with stuffing. My camera angle's a little different. Normally, my table doesn't show. All right, so we're going to start with some polyfill. Let's see what else is in here. All right, we have a piece of double-sided fusible Peltex. We have some Magic Jelly Beans. They're sweet and vibrant variety from the Thimbletown Country Seed Store. Very cute, Amy. Very, very cute. Very, very cute. All right, so we have floral wire. We have a piece of black heat press vinyl. See what else we have in here. We have some SF101, that is Shape Flex. That is an interfacing, fusible on one side for those of you that don't know. We have plaid, black and white plaid fabric. You guys are going to have extra of this. Let me just say this. If this looks stringy to you, understand that this is a 60-inch wide canvas that we used, and it is much easier to tear it. So we gave you several extra inches in width, plus you have plenty in length. So no, we don't tear fabric at the shop when we sell it, but we did tear this canvas because of the width of it. It was easier. So you have white canvas, grosgrain, and then you have, some instructions. You guys have your pattern, and then you have a whole bunch of pieces of green fabric and orange fabric. Get my pattern out so I have that ready. Some extra instructions. And this month's Breakfast Club project is an Easter door or wall hanging that says carrots for 25 cents with 3-dimensional carrots that go in there, and I'm obsessed with it. I love this. Jeremy thinks I'm crazy. He had a lot of questions. He's like, are the carrots organic? Why are you starting a farmer's market? We love it. So this is a wall hanging. It is sturdy because we use Peltex in it. Does have a pocket in there. 3-dimensional carrots. Quilting is optional. You just make your wire hanger. I hope you guys love it because I am obsessed. I'm going to tell you one thing. The font in my picture is not the font of yours. This is not what we ended up liking, so we changed it. I just never got around to making another one. So let's talk about how this project is made. Tracy says she doesn't want to cut your hand off. I used to have a joke in Breakfast Club that if you opened up your package before time, I was going to cut your hand off. So let's talk about how the package is made. You will cut your canvas to size, which you'll find in your pattern instructions, and you're going to fuse it to both sides. You're going to cut another piece, and you'll fuse it with the SF101. Now, I will tell you, there's enough in there to do 2. Okay. Oh, good. So your husband's going to give you a hard time too. I got it. Okay. I love the project. on the pocket, so on this pocket, when you cut this piece, you're going to put your Pellon 805, or excuse me, your SF101 on. You'll have enough. You're actually going to do it twice. So because of the black and white that we used for this faux binding here, and it is also the lining of your pocket. So you're actually making this binding as a faux binding, and it flips to the back and becomes the lining of the pocket. So 2 layers of SF101 on here. So what you will do is you'll follow those instructions, and basically you put your white and this piece together and you're going to sew. So then when you press it and you fold it back, you will create this faux binding strip, okay? And then it folds back and you have that, it is also lined. You'll baste it in place, and then the project is done, except you'll add a binding. Now, this is something that we went back and forth with the girls, and once again, I didn't get around to making a new one with the correct font. This one is quilted. Now, yes, it does show, but because you're quilting directly onto Peltex, it doesn't quite have the dimension that it would if it had a piece of batting under there or a piece of like fusible fleece or something like that. But I did want to quilt it. So the quilting is optional in there. Those of you that have an embroidery machine, I'm pretty sure there might be some sort of Easter themed quilting design or any other design, that you might want to put on there. Okay. So you will fuse both sides of this, quilt it as desired. You'll make your pocket, baste it on, and then all you have to do is put a binding on it. Then what we did is we just poked a hole through, a very small hole, to feed the wire through, and then just used a pin. We curled it just to give it the cute dimension there. To put our non-organic, non-GMO, whatever carrots in there. So, Tracy, before your husband starts asking you about it, you got to get all the answers to the carrots. Why aren't they rainbow? You just got to answer all the questions all at one time, and I'm sure they'll still ask you more. So let's talk about the carrots. So on the back of your pattern, there are there's actually 3 things. There's the carrot, there's the carrot leaves, and then there is actually the font that we used, okay? We did give you pre-cut vinyl. I'm not sure that you can see, but it is pre-cut, and I'm going to talk about this heat press vinyl in a second. You're going to take your fabric, so let's just say this carrot here, and you'll do them right sides together. You will you can draw that on there, and then you'll see that the black line is the sew line, the red line is the seam allowance. So you'll sew both of those lines, and then when you turn them, you will end up with the triangle, which will be the base of the carrot. You will do the same thing with the scallops that we provided you. Once again, 2 pieces of fabric, right sides together. Then you guys will draw the scallop on there. You will sew on the black line. You will cut on she did a green line for this. Now, when you do that, you're only going to sew the outside of it. You are not going to sew across the top of it, okay? Then when you look at your graphic here, you'll have your 2 pieces. So basically, you're going to take the carrot, put some stuffing in it, you'll wrap the leaves around it, you'll whip stitch it together, and then it will look like this. You'll whip stitch it and then pull it together with the stuffing in it, and that will make your leaves pop up, and then you can just add the decorative grosgrain to it, okay? Those of you that are into embroidery, Kimberbell did release in their vault. If you don't have it, there is an embroidered pattern out there for patchwork carrots. I want carrots all over the place. I want a whole tray of them. I'm probably just going to put them all around the house, like hide them. So every time Jeremy walks around a corner, he might see them. We're going to have carrots everywhere. So that is the gist of how the carrots are made. And then once again, we just put them in there. This is going to go on my front door, and then the Easter Bunny will have to pay $0.25 to eat his carrots when he comes this year. So I hope you guys like that project. But I do want to talk about the vinyl for a quick minute. Okay, so you need to take a little time when you do this. It is already cut, so we mirror imaged it, and then we cut this out of heat press vinyl. So you're going to just take a straight pin if you have a weeding tool or something like that, and basically not on the shiny side, on the back dull side. And you're just going to want to get a little piece of it started, and then you're going to want to carefully peel it. And as you peel it, you are going to see that it is going to expose all of the letters, okay? So you'll just keep doing this until it's done. So when you finish, this is actually sticky, okay? So as you guys can see, it is sticky. So don't let it get on anything at that point. And then you'll want to take out the center of the O, the center of the A, and the center of the cents sign. So when you're done, it will look like this, and you'll have it the right way. You will just put this on your pocket. So I basted my pocket into place. I put my binding on, and then I put the carrots. So I wanted to get everything centered once it was completed or complete. So you will put that on there. I used a ruler to line up. So I'm going to do this in reverse because it's sticky. But if you actually put a ruler down and you line that ruler up, I'm just looking to see if I had a ruler handy. If you line your ruler up somewhere here on the bottom of this, as you move this around, you can use the bottom of the carrots, not the 25-cent. Use the carrots, and you'll make sure everything is straight. Some of us are really good at eyeballing it. Some of us are a little bit particular, and we want it exactly. So you'll kind of just measure it, and you'll put it on. You can iron right onto this. However, I suggest you put a pressing cloth or just like a scrap of fabric across it. Marissa did write you the heat vinyl transfer instructions. So you will press that into place, let it cool slightly, and then you will pick up this release paper, the plastic. It will come off, leaving your carrots for 25 cents. Okay, so that will be the heat press vinyl. I think it's a fantastic project. I really hope that you guys love it as much as I do. It came together, so when we sit and we talk about these things and we write our lists of what we want to do, it just really came together. Marissa did a fantastic job coming up with the graphics for this. Getting that carrot graphic at the bottom of putting it together, that was not an easy feat for her. But as a reminder, the way that that's going to look is this will be like this. You'll stuff it, run a whip stitch around it, and then if you can add some more stuffing, you'll pull that tight. So like making a yo-yo, and then your leaves will flip up. You can tie it off and then add it on there. So it is that easy. Once again, there is our carrot door hanger, wall hanger, whatever you guys want to call it. So thank you guys for joining us on Saturday, giving us a part of it. This is one of our favorite things we do every month. It always has. We put a lot of time and effort into coming up with projects, coming up with the patterns, trial and error of sizes and things. As you guys can see, we just didn't like the font, so we came up with a much cuter font. Those are so many of the things that are behind the scenes. I'm thankful for the girls getting all the kits cut and sent out to you. Marissa for writing the patterns. I can always tell sometimes when they're a little bit harder to write with graphics because she puts a lot of effort into making those making them easy to read. We are sold out. Make sure if you don't want to miss out on a future Breakfast Club, you sign up. So our next Breakfast Club is the third Saturday, which is, I believe, the 16th, 19th, something right there. don't have it in my head. I should have put a graphic in. Let's draw for the winner of Breakfast Club. So if you purchase a Breakfast Club from us, you go into a drawing. We give away a future Breakfast Club. If you are someone that is a subscription holder for Breakfast Club, we will just send you out a gift certificate. So Amy, today's winner is
Sharon Danley.
Sharon Danley. So congratulations, my friend Sharon and Barstow. You are the winner of a future Breakfast Club. You're a subscription holder, so Amy will get you a gift certificate. Thank you guys again. Remember, photos@Thimbletown is your email address to send pictures if you'd like to be included in our April show and tell. We can't wait to show you what we have up our sleeve for our next project. You can find everything that we showed you today on the website in our online shop under the Breakfast Club tab. Have a great day, everybody. Happy Saturday, and we will see you soon.